Hey everyone! Have you ever been asked a question that has no right answer? A question that could get you in trouble no matter what you say? Today, we're diving into a brilliant Burmese folktale about a wise rabbit and a king's impossible choice. It's a lesson in how to be smart when you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Let's get into it. The Rabbit Minister Parable. The second king of the Konbaung dynasty, King Bagyidaw, had two grandsons, the Prince of Sagaing and the Prince of Sarawati. He wanted to appoint one of these two grandsons as the crown prince. He was unable to decide whom to give the crown prince title to. Whenever he spoke about anything, he would always bring up this situation. Although he talked about it, no minister would directly state which prince should be given the title. They all avoided the issue because it was such a serious matter. Paw Oo was also aware of this. Knowing the sensitivity, he prayed fervently, "Please do not let me be asked about this matter or be sought for advice concerning it." However, Paw Oo's wish was not granted. One day, "Paw Oo, among my two grandsons, whom should I choose as the crown prince? I find it difficult to decide. Please tell me your opinion," came the question. The young princes each had their own factions. If he were to say, Prince Sarawati, the followers of Prince Sagaing would bear a grudge. If he were to say, Prince Sagaing, the followers of Prince Sarawati would seek revenge. Although it seemed like just a conversation between the king and his minister, there were attendants nearby serving the king, people serving tea and food. Wouldn't it be troublesome if the news reached the princes through them? Therefore, Paw Oo, with hands clasped in respect, spoke thus. "Your Majesty, please listen. In ancient times, in the great Himalayan forest, within a large golden cave, lived a great lion king, feared by all creatures. The great lion had a deer on his right side and a boar on his left, and directly in front, a rabbit was appointed as his lifeguard. While the Lion King was asleep, these three creatures did not dare to run away anywhere. The great Lion King slept for as long as 7 days. When the great lion woke up and stretched his limbs, he yawned, and foul odors came out. The deer guarding on the right side wrinkled its nose and retreated slightly. Seeing this, the Lion King asked, 'Hey, deer, does my mouth smell fragrant or foul?' he asked. Afraid to say that the mouth of the Lion King, Lord of all creatures, smelled bad, the deer replied, 'The smell from the great Lion King's mouth is extremely fragrant.' Thus he answered, 'How could my mouth, closed for 7 days, smell fragrant? Are you telling me lies?' So saying, the Lion King grabbed the deer by the neck and ate it up. Your Majesty, Paw Oo was narrating. King Bagyidaw looked at Paw Oo's face and smiled. Paw Oo continued his story. After that, the Lion King turned to his left and yawned again. The young boar, also due to the extreme foul odor, shrank back and stayed put. Noticing this, the Lion King said, 'Young boar, what kind of odor emanates from my mouth?' 'You must tell the truth,' he said. At this point, the young boar had to think. The deer told an untruth and died. Therefore, I must only tell the truth, he thought, and so. You have eaten the flesh of creatures and slept for 7 days. Even after just one night's sleep and waking up in the morning, the smell still lingers. Therefore, the smell from your mouth is unbearably foul,' thus he answered. The Lion King said, 'How dare you, a mere subject, say, it stinks to a king like me, the Lion King of all animals?' So saying, the Lion King, in great rage, pounced and ate the boar. The great Lion King did not stop there. he also asked the same question to the little rabbit in front of him. At that moment, the little rabbit had to think. The deer on the right was eaten for telling an untruth. The boar on the left was also killed for telling the truth. Having pondered and analyzed thus, the way the young rabbit answered was as follows. Lord of the great golden cave, O great lion king, in order to answer your question, I have inhaled deeply and tried to smell, but I cannot smell any odor at all because I have a cold. For answering thus, the young rabbit found escape from mortal danger, so goes the ancient story. After finishing the long story, Minister Paw Oo said this to the king. Using that story as a parable, Paw Oo, have tried with all my might to examine and analyze which of your majesty's 2 grandsons should be given the crown prince title. However, I am afflicted with a cold, rendering me unable to know how to answer. Then, King Bagyidaw thought for a moment and, appreciating Paw Oo's clever way of answering, burst into laughter. The lesson from this story is that whether among friends or in politics, when it's difficult to decide what is right or wrong, one must use one's brain to solve the problem skillfully. Thank you for listening. I'm All and Nick.